Okay, this is my 7 week um in 1 day update. I said I was gonna do it at 12 weeks, but yeah, I'm gonna start it now just because. Um so so far I've been sick. I'm sick now, if you can tell. Maybe not, but I'm like getting a cold or something, and yeah, it sucks. Especially sucks when you have like when you're nauseous all day long. Oh my gosh. So like that's the only thing. Like I had started out having a headache like last week. No, I'm sorry, not last week. A couple days ago, I had a headache. No, I'm sorry. I'm everywhere. A couple days ago, I started out having nausea all day long, like all day. And I think Monday I was at my dad's house or I was at work, and I was working, and I was heading to work, and I'm starting to get like, I know it's pretty early, but I'm definitely seeing a difference. Like I know my body, like as far as like when things are off. That's how I found out I was pregnant before actually. I suspected it before I actually took the test, and I knew after I just know my body, like when things are off about it. So, but yeah, so I had okay, so I'm starting to get hungry a lot more. Like I can eat, and then a couple hours later be hungry again, and so I went to my dad's. I went to work at my dad's, and on my way there, I had got something to eat. Even though I had snacked earlier that morning, I went and got something to eat because I was still I was hungry, and I had like a junior bacon cheeseburger and a chili from Wendy's. And I don't know why I went to that Wendy's that's in Troy, because that's the Wendy's I went to last time, right before all the stuff that happened with my son Emmanuel. So I was kind of like, what was I thinking? You know, I don't know. I was just hungry. I was just wanting to eat before I got to work, and so I ate the chili. It was a little weird tasting, but I ate it, and I got hungry again. So I had some Cheez-Its from earlier. So I went ahead and ate again, or I was snacking on that, and I just got like, I mean, when I say I was sick, like feeling sick, I was like really feeling sick. Like I was putting my head down on the table tight, get on my knees and put my head in my chair. I ended up taking a nap because I was just, it was bad, like it was really bad. And so that was that. So I was nauseous all day that day. Tuesday, my mom's birthday dinner. I didn't go to clinical, my psychiatric clinical. You can miss two, but I haven't missed two. I've only missed, this is my first one missing. So I so I went ahead. I didn't go. I just wasn't feeling good, and I was nauseous. Like woke up nauseous. I took my husband to work, came back, and my sister called. I was like, it was hard for me to talk because I was just like that sick, and then my throat started and my nose started, and so then I went to. So okay, so I was sick the other day, so this leads me to the day. Oh, I also had my ultrasound yesterday and my follow-up appointment with my doctor, and um and then today I've been feeling like I'm coming down with something. Like my throat's still kind of scratchy and my nose, and I'm nauseous. Oh my god, if I say it, but you know, I was nauseous with my son too. First time around, like I was really sick. Like that first trimester, like it hit me like just like it is now, and I was like really tired a lot too. So which I'm tired a lot with this pregnancy too. So far it's been the same kind of. But I went to my doctor's appointment, and so I don't understand how this is going to work, but she told me, like when I first went to this I went to the doctor's. They have different offices or whatever, and the one office I went to didn't have ultrasound machine, I guess, or it didn't have that, and it didn't have an ultrasound tech or whatever. So they sent me to the hospital, and they have one there. So I'm like, okay, cool. And so she told me there, like, okay, we'll just monitor you closely, and you know, and see how it goes. You know, just keep an eye on you for the most part, since you know I lost Emmanuel, and so she's like, well, just keep an eye on you. So I'm like, okay, cool. She didn't do a vaginal exam. I didn't do any other tests besides a blood test, and I did a blood test, and I did, you know, of course they took urine. They take urine like every time, and she was like, well, I'll do your vaginal exam, you know, when you come back. I'm like, okay, I guess, you know. So then I'm like, so then after that, so that was my first visit. My second visit, which was yesterday, I went, had the ultrasound. The lady that did the ultrasound, she got the heart rate, but we couldn't hear the heartbeat because she said, so I forget what organization she mentioned, but it's some kind of federal organization that sets up the rules for how they do stuff, and she wasn't allowed to get any, you know. She said she didn't want to go any closer because she didn't put the baby at risk. But last time I checked, like, you don't have to put it in closer. If you see the heart waves or whatever, you can magnify it on the screen, and then, you know, turn the sound on or whatever. But I didn't say anything, you know. But I only saying that because I had my first ultrasound I got with Emmanuel was at 6 weeks. I went to the emergency room, and with him, I was able to hear the heartbeat at 6 weeks, like, hear it, and the person didn't have to put it any closer than normal. But you know, whatever. Not even gonna say anything. My husband's like, well, maybe, you know, that's why we lost Emmanuel, because they did that. I'm like, no, because if that was the case, then we would have lost him in the first trimester, not in the second trimester. So okay, so then. But she did give us ultrasound pictures. They weren't that great. She didn't get that close, but I still thanked her for them anyway because she didn't have to print them out for me, you know. But she did, and I'll show you guys that in here in a little bit. And what else? And the doctor. I said I wanted to see a doctor, not a midwife, but I only said that because of my experience last time. But now I'm realizing, like, well, maybe I should have had a midwife instead, but because the doctor just didn't seem too, I don't know, like, not friendly. She was friendly, but I asked her, like, I was like, well, what's our plan for, you know, my pregnancy? She was like, well, we're just going to follow you just like a regular pregnancy. If anything happens now, there's really nothing we can do to, you know, save it. And I'm like, well, yeah, I understand that. I'm not stupid, you know what I mean? Like, I understand the first trimester, a lot of miscarriages do happen, but I'm saying for the rest. So, but I was like, you know what? Okay. So then I asked her some other questions, which she answered, and she slipped up and made a mistake about saying that, what did she say? She said, Emmanuel had, abnormalities or something, abnormalities about him, and as well as the infection. I'm like, excuse me, like, the doctor didn't tell us that. And so she went back and checked and was like, oh no, I mean, he didn't have that, and blah blah blah. I misread it. And I'm like, okay. I'm just kind of like aggravated at this point. And she asked me how was I feeling and stuff, and I told her I was nauseous, and she's like, oh, do you want a suppository of, like, Zofran or Phenergan or something? I'm like, a suppository? And she's like, yeah, well, you can put it in your vagina or your rectum. And I'm like, no, thank you. And she's like, well, do you have any other questions? I'm like, well, I don't want to gain any more weight. I'm already heavy. She's like, well, you won't gain no more than 5 or 10 pounds. I'm like, okay, because the midwife last time said that she'd hook me up with a nutrition when I got further on. This doctor didn't say nothing about it. She didn't even do an exam or anything. And I'm not, like, not that I want them to do an exam, but I want all precautions taken. You know, this is my second pregnancy, so I don't want to be given the runaround. And I don't want to have to, like, I know I'm strong in my faith to know that God didn't give me this baby for me to go through what I did last time. And so, but at the same time, I still want them, I basically want them to treat me like they did when I first got pregnant, you know what I mean? Do all the tests. Like, she didn't even say anything about the neutral translucency test. Didn't say anything about that. I don't even know where my next ultrasound is going to be. So, I'm kind of like, as of right now, I'm not happy with my care I'm getting. But we'll see how, I'm going to ask her about it. I forgot to ask her about it when I was in there. But I go back in 4 weeks on the 26th. And I'm going to bring that up. And I know they don't do the glucose testing until like 24, 28 weeks. Because I think the ultrasound lady was like, well, I'll see you at 20 weeks. I'm like, 20 weeks? Don't you need to see me at like between 12 and 14 weeks, like, for that test? But I didn't say nothing to her. But like I said, I forgot. What else? But so yeah, she didn't really. She was like, "Are you still on your prenatals?" Yeah. She's like, everything sounded normal. The baby's heartbeat was 125. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Like, I don't know. I'm not happy, and I'm thinking about going back to the hospital I went to when I was receiving my prenatal care for Emmanuel, because this is a new hospital. It's in the same network, but it's a new hospital, and it's different setup, and I'm not happy right now. Like, I'm not saying I should be treated like, with, you know, special gloves, and we have to do everything as if I was a high-risk pregnancy. But at the same time, something wrong with taking precautions. I mean, I'm not saying give me an ultrasound every week or, you know, whatever, but don't just follow me like a normal pregnancy. Like, I don't know. I'm just kind of like not happy right now. So I might switch, but I don't know yet. I'm going to just wait and see how this 11th week appointment goes. And bring up my concerns. I'm going to write them down because I have moments of forgetfulness. So I'm going to write it down, and so I can address these concerns, because I'm not happy about it. So anyways, that is my 7-week 1-day update. I think I already told you guys symptoms, just nauseated. I'm sick now. And frequent urination. That's lovely. So I'm going to show you guys my ultrasound pictures. My belly's not really sticking out that much. Sorry. I'm just not feeling good right now. Sucks. But my goal this time around was not to complain, because, you know, you have to take everything, because you never know. Like, I didn't know last time I was going to lose my baby, and that was the last time I was ever going to feel him, you know. So I'm trying to suck it up. Now, I caution you that these these ultrasound pictures are not clear at all, which sucks like you wouldn't believe. But see, they suck. The line through it is the baby, and what's next to that is the where the line is not through, that is the yolk sac. Same thing, it's pointing to the baby. The arrow is yolk sac. Same thing, line through is the baby. Baby measured at 10 millimeters. So I can't believe that we didn't she didn't get any closer than that. I mean, these are not even clear, honestly. They suck. But it's okay. I got a clear picture of Emmanuel, but at 6 weeks, and this is at 7. So, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll find out the gender in June. So I'll be sure to put that up there and keep you guys updated. Probably like every time I go to the doctor, only because I just first trimester I just don't feel good. I really don't. Everything makes me nauseous, and compared to last pregnancy, this pregnancy it's a lot different. Like, so I might eat, let's see, one time I ate a Hot Pocket. I like Hot Pockets, and I ate one yesterday, fine, no side effects, nothing. Ate one the next day, made me sick. When I say sick, it laid me out. Like, I was on the couch, like I was nauseated. I was just had a big old headache. I mean, everything. It just laid me out. And that's how it is. Like, one day something's fine, the next day is bad, the next day is good, and so it's very different from my last pregnancy when it comes to what I eat. But I'm gonna stop rambling, and I'll keep you guys posted. Hopefully, every 4 weeks until I start, or sooner. I don't know. I'll do the same thing I did last time, probably weekly after I hit my second trimester. So, but thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. If you've subscribed, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. I'll keep you updated as much as possible after the first trimester. But first trimester, I'll do it every 4 weeks. But alright, sorry for the long post, and I'll start showing my belly probably at the same time, 12 weeks. So I'm not really showing right now. So, alrighty. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.